Call to the booth. Aqib Talib here along with Harrison Sanford. Broncos fans, this shit is especially for you. We got Broncos shows every week. We talking Teddy Bridgewater. I thought Teddy should win the job. Pat Surtain, you gonna win Defensive Rookie of the Year or not? Paul, drop that beat.
Quarterback number 1, Teddy Bridgewater. He's the guy in Denver, at least to start the season. Vic Fangio named him the starting quarterback going into the season opener against the New York Giants. I'm Harrison Sanford. That's Aqib Talib. This is Called to the Booth. We'll be with you the entirety of the 2021 season, giving you specific content to the Denver Broncos. With that being said, how about the guy who won the Super Bowl 50 with Denver, Aqib Talib? How's it going, my guy?
Harrison, what's up, baby?
How did it feel to be back? How did it feel to be back in Denver?
Oh, man, Denver is just unmatched, man. It's unmatched. The love is unmatched. You walk in that stadium, man, it make you want to sign autographs. You know what I'm saying? I had John Elway and the new GM Peyton set. They was in the booth next door to me. Made sure I popped in over there. Always a good time. Saw Von them on the field, man. Even saw some Rams players on the field before the game, man. All love when I go to Denver all the time.
So Aqib did 3 preseason games this year covering the Rams, even though obviously last week he might have had some bias towards the other team, the Denver Broncos. And then this year he'll be doing 8 games with the Fox broadcast network. So it should be a lot of fun watching him in the booth, but you'll get him every week right here on Altitude TV. And every week what we'll do, we'll name a Bronco of the week, and it has to be Teddy Bridgewater being QB number 1. What does he give this Denver Broncos team, Aqib?
Ball security. That's the thing that won him the job is how he take care of the football. So, man, since he been in the league, I think he hung his hat on that, taking care of the football. I remember the first time I played him, that's what we said about him. Man, he throwing dots. He taking care of the football. So, with a good defense and a good O-line, you plan on running the football, then that's who you're going to get a job to, the person who's going to take care of the football the best, man. I think Teddy deserve it.
So last year, 20 points from the opposition came off of Broncos turnovers. They had 32, I believe it was. And then this preseason, now, yes, it's just a preseason, but Teddy was very successful getting them to score on almost all the drives that he led, whether it was a touchdown or a field goal. Do you put much weight into the preseason performance from Teddy?
Definitely. You gotta run the show, whether it's in the preseason or whenever. Warm-ups, walk through shit. You got to run the show, man, and he definitely showed that he can run the show, and that's how he won the job.
So with Teddy winning that job over Drew Lock, Aqib, what do you think the floor is, and what do you think the ceiling is for 2021 with the Broncos?
Oh, well, we're gonna start with the good. The ceiling, man. I think if that run game really get going and the defense is as advertised, Teddy can get him. Teddy can get him 11 wins, man. So what is that? 17, 11-6. I think he can get 11-6, and that'll get him like a wild card. That'd be one of the 3 extra teams in the tournament. So I think that's the ceiling, man. If that run game really get going, Teddy can get him 11 wins. If that run game not really doing too good, man, if the injury bug bite the team, I think it can get as ugly as 5 or 6 wins, man. It could be 5 or 6 wins if they ain't running that football. So, man, O-line got a lot to do with it. O-line and the run game got a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Teddy going to go as far as that O-line take him.
Mac Jones is now the starting quarterback in New England. So that's going to make Mac Jones a player that George Patton, the general manager, passed on. Obviously, they also passed on Justin Fields. We won't know if Justin Fields becomes a starter anytime soon in Chicago. But do you think that's a decision that the front office will regret, passing on Mac Jones, Justin Fields, guys who could be starting instead of taking Patrick Surtain?
I think in the short term, I think Fields and Mac Jones going to play well. So it might be a conversation that people having like, damn, we could have had those guys. But I think the Broncos got their eyes on veterans who may become available. So I think once they land one of those veterans, then you'll be like, okay, then we don't need those guys. So short term, man, it might be a conversation to be had. But once they land that good vet, they'll be just fine.
All right, so the team has been 0-7 the past 2 years in September. Vic Fangio is a crucial year for him as head coach. What do you think he's done this preseason, and what are your impressions of what he's done so far this preseason with the team?
I think he got some cornerbacks who can crank up his defense. You know, I think that defense would be better with the three cornerbacks they had this year, right? So he big on defense, man. So I know he put a lot of time in that defense, and cornerback was a big position that, you know, he needed to get better at, and I think he definitely did that this offseason. All you could ask for every year is to get better, and he on that hot seat, but he got a good chance. He got better this offseason.
Is 31 the new 21 in Denver? Justin Simmons, a fan favorite, fresh off a 4-year, $61 million contract extension this offseason, ready to go to work in week 1 against Daniel Jones and the Giants. And low-key, some people might just use the Denver Broncos in their fantasy football leagues. Harrison Sanford, Aqib Talib, we actually just did our fantasy football draft, Call to the Booth fantasy football draft last weekend. We know some people are still doing fantasy football drafts this weekend. So, Aqib, I have to ask you, if there was one Bronco to prioritize, regardless of rounds in the draft, regardless of where it is, who would you prioritize this weekend?
I love Judy, but I think them targets going to get spread out with Sutton. Sutton's just so dominant, man. You can't help but throw him the ball when he covered, right? So I think them targets going to get spread out. I think both of them boys going to have good season, good production, but, you know, it's going to be spread out. It's going to be like a double number one. With that being said, I got to go with that Broncos defense, man. Hey, 31 the new 21. He the lead dog, ball hawk in that secondary. He the lead dog in that meeting room. I know he learned from the best. You know what I'm saying? So he know when he leave out that meeting room, everything going to be black and white. You know what I'm saying? Clear as day. No gray area. They going to know their job. They got vets who played in the game before. You got Von Chubb coming off the edge, man, with a lot of ball hawks. Kareem Jackson get the ball. Fuller get the ball. We know Surtain get the ball. And 31, my dog Justin, he get the ball. So a lot of ball hawks, man. We got 2 sack masters on the edge. Broncos defense, man, make it a priority.
All right, let's go to our 2-minute drill here. Harrison Sanford with Aqib Talib. We're going to look at some Broncos bets going into the 2021 season with the defensive side of the ball. Patrick Surtain, plus 750 to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I'm going to pick it. It's going to be between him and Dallas rookie.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons. There we go. So if we talking about 2 guys, man, I'm always going to put my money on that. So pick it.
Some people do like the edge pass rusher, Jalen Phillips out of Miami with those 2 ball hawks in the secondary as well. All right, here's another one. Pick or pass. Von Miller plus 1,700 most regular season sacks.
Ooh, that payout so good, plus 1,700, man. You gotta put a couple dollars on that, right? I think Chubb he gonna attract all the attention, all the slides and all the chips gonna go to Chubb. So Von gonna finally play a year where he like the secondary guy. We ain't seen Von as like the secondary guy yet, and I think, man, he gonna kill one-on-one blocks. So, man, put your money on that.
Malik Reed had 8 last year to lead the team. Obviously, he was filling in for Von Miller. All right, another one. Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy to each have over 1,000 receiving yards, plus 250.
Oh, nah, they both won't have 1,000. One of them have 1,000. One of them have like 8 something. They both gonna have 8+ tubs though. I think they both get in the end zone a lot. But both of them over 1,000. Not with Teddy. Teddy ain't really gonna slang it around like that. He gonna depend on that run game. One gonna be 700, 800. One gonna be right over 1,000. Not both though.
This is going to be a tricky one as well with Albert O coming back. Noah Fant over 650.5 receiving yards. This is actually at minus 112.
Well, he did it last year. He had 673.
He had 673.
Albert O wasn't there. He had 673 last year, and I think the offensive flow a lot better this year. Put your money on it, man. I'm taking it.
Okay. Broncos over 8.5 wins, minus 120.
I like him to be right around there. I like him to be right around 8, 9, maybe 7, depending on how injuries and shit go. But put your money on it, man. They going to go. I don't know. I like him to be 9, but I don't know if 9 going to get him in the playoffs. But 9 to pick up your money, though.
All right, so you heard it from the Super Bowl 50 champion himself. We'll come back week to week to revisit some of these bets, and we'll be back next week to preview that Week 1 matchup against the New York Giants. That's Aqib Talib. I'm Harrison Sanford. This is Call to the Booth. See you next time.